even when I got read up with the mammal and looking out my right of my eye, I see a weapon and a revolver. Looked like it had about a 6 or 8 inch barrel, and it looked like one of those cap pistols when you were small. You're playing cowboys and Indians and that type of thing. When I heard the gun go off, I assumed that he had blown the lady's head off. I just know that. And then when I turned back around, he came back around and looked and saw that he hadn't killed her. I was so relieved, and I said I had to do something because he was raising his voice and seemed to be getting hyper and just out of his mind. The first so-called weapon I grabbed was a plastic beer bottle. I think it was a Miller Lite. And so I grabbed something else that I thought was a little bit more substantial. I don't remember what it was, and I didn't like it, but I figured I was running out of time. When you're looking for a good, nice oak bat, when you really need one, you can't find it. You know what I mean? I don't believe that there aren't too many people in the world that can stand and watch somebody be murdered and not do nothing. I mean, there's no way I could sleep at night not doing that. And then on another fact, my grandmother would probably jump out of her grave and beat me to death with her cane when she realized that I stood around and didn't do anything. I mean, I didn't even know I was shot until it was all over with, and I thought the slipping it was from the beer. And then when the lady came away from behind the counter, she told me, "You're bleeding all over the place." And then I realized, I looked at all the blood all over the floor, and I realized it was mine. But all I know is that when it was over with, and the mammal, he was outside that door on all four, and when I was driving off to go get another piece of him, my leg didn't work. And then I realized my shoulder wasn't working either. And I said, "Oh, I must be hit." You know what I mean? I thought maybe I pulled something there. I mean, I don't even know why the sheriff and the rest of the gang wear doggone armor. Bullet wounds don't hurt. I got hit in my right shoulder, down here in the groin. And matter of fact, I thought he hit me in my femoral artery where I was bleeding. And the lady, she had him go in the back, bring out some towels. And I got one back here. I really don't know how I got back here, but the doctor say that's a ricochet. And I got one up here that he says a ricochet too. And that kind of worried me when I had all these bullets in me and they're not gonna take anything out, you know what I mean? They just antiseptic, and all they seem to want to do all the time is stick a needle in me, stick another needle in me. Every time I turn around, somebody want to stick another needle in me, you know what I mean? Doggone, I should shoot me again or something, instead of sticking another needle in me, you know what I mean? I mean, I hate needles. I'd rather got shot again than stick all them needles in me. And that's what they was doing. Every time you turn around, somebody want to stick a needle in you. Come draw some more blood out. Hell, they got enough blood all over the floor and every place else. So now, every time I go around beer bottles, I pick one up and see, that'd be a good one, you know what I mean? And just like I was telling the sheriff here, I mean, look at this cup the sheriff gave me. This sheriff should have stainless steel cups or big heavy-duty cups. You never know when you might have to whack a suspect over the head. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? When you go into the donut shop to get you a nice big cup of coffee, you got your cup with you too. You never know what you might walk it into. You got your donut in one hand, your cup in the other. You can still react. You know what I mean? This ain't changed one thing. I'm a firm believer in every citizen should be armed. Because these criminals out here, these are the only people that's going to be armed. And they're the only people. And they depend on good people to stand by and watch this as this stuff goes on. If you do a little bit, they won't be around. Because every time you see anything about crime, there's one thug that did this 20 or 30 times before, and nobody will stand up. I mean, police go arrest him, and then you don't show up for court. You don't stand up. You gotta stand up. And then in the hunting season, I probably would have went back to the truck and grabbed the old shotgun. You know what I mean? But
So you're not a big fan of theirs.
Those criminals lucky that I didn't drink beer. And I know the proper bottle. Luckily that the manager told me over there where those so-called humans were standing, there was a tire on it. I did not want to cost the state of Virginia not $1. I wanted the sheriff to break out his toe tag. And my wife says, well, you would have felt bad. I said, no, I cannot feel bad for that mammal no more than I felt bad for that last rabbit I killed and skinned. Because if he'd have been a human being, he wouldn't be doing that. The lady's working. She's trying to make money, support her family just like you. Yeah, how can you do that to somebody just struggling, trying to make a living, and you go stick a gun in their face and go threaten to kill them over money? And just like the sheriff said, he was worried about giving out my information about somebody showing up. I wish they would show up at my house. I wish they would. You're not going to threaten me about anything. You know what I mean? And you just can't go around quivering, and you got to stand up. That's all there is to it. The whole country and the whole life would be a lot better if we all would just stand up.
Well, you just met our hero, and obviously, like I said before, he is a hero. When he came into the store, noticed what was going on, bystanders around, for whatever reason that she could not open the cash register, this man took action. Of course, he was a prior Marine, still is, and he went into action to save that lady's life. Not only did he save that lady's life, it allowed us the opportunity through the media to get our story out. We were able to locate the perpetrator. It's still an ongoing investigation because this could lead to others that they have done. We know that 2 of them are incarcerated, so Ted is a hero in more than one way.